Sound check. Check, check. Desktop audio. Okay. Let's turn this up to, turn it up. And this is me talking 1, 2, 5, 7, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Alright, so let's see if we can add tessellation, just a minimal tessellation. I'm baking bread. I'm highly caffeinated. How is everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the YouTube, however you're tuning in. My goals today is to do this right here and to do one YouTube short after it's done, of course, probably, of course, whatever. Okay. So first thing I need to do is show it off. Bam. So this is my shader playground, and let me tell you, if I can put in the tessellation today, I'm going to actually change the name of it to the Ultimate Shader Playground. Let's turn that down a little bit because the music's loud for me, so I can just imagine. Okay, so if I can put in the tessellation, we're going to change this to be called the Ultimate Shader Playground, and that will make me just extremely happy. Extremely happy. Alright, so here we go. And what are we going to do? How do we do this? So initially I had, see, this is all changed. We're up to there. Shader Ultimate, do we need to change that? Do we need to update that? I don't think so, because it's just loading all the shaders. So we're actually ready to load all the shaders, and it does load all the shaders here. So what are the shaders? Tessellation control. Okay, so let's... Okay, sorry for humming. It's I know it's annoying. Sorry. I love the music, though. This is my favorite stuff here. Maybe I should hold the microphone, put the microphone up and away a little bit. Is that better? It's directly parallel with my nose now. Does that help? So Space Station 4. Infinite, what's up? How are you? How's things? It's your evening, isn't it? How's the afternoon, evening going for you? Okay, what are we gonna do? So let's go down to Show GUI here. Oh, I took it out altogether. Okay, so let's just look at which one did I have it in? Probably. See, what are those? 19, 8, 7. Probably 7, it looks like, by the file size there. Geometry shader, tessellation control shader. But for the tessellation control shader, and then, yeah, so let's look at what we've done here with the vertex shader. It looks like it's, yeah, I haven't changed the, okay. So those will go in here.
Infinite Coder 01. It's my evening. Today, at the morning I ran a stream and went away. When I came back, I saw it ended after fire hours, probably because of queue overflow, because I'm generating frames too quickly.
Oh, today at the morning I ran a stream and went away. Were you streaming, you mean from your Raspberry Pi? When I came back, I saw it ended after 5 hours, probably because of queue overflow, because I'm generating frames too quickly.
01 from Pi.
Oh. How many frames are you streaming per second? Is it 60 or 30 or?
Infinite Coder 01. Link to YouTube.
What? You put it up on YouTube too? Frame. Oh, dude, what is... Are you... What? Look at that. Am I not subscribed to you? Is this another channel? What are you doing? Uptime. I like how it started. Why did it start me at 1 hour and 20 some minutes? That was quite weird.
Infinite Coder 01. That's my second channel and Twitch VODs come here.
Check me out at Twitch. Okay.
Infinite Coder 01. It started because I sent a time link.
Oh, you sent a time link. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, cool. That's pretty awesome. I like how it just is literally updating the frame. So how many frames per second is that?
Infinite Coder 01.
Should be 30,
FPS.
but because apps
This app is too slow, I'm gonna make a streamer plugin for more bitrate.
for more bitrate. Great. Interesting. Huh. That's very interesting. I like it. I like it. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Let's go back and make sure we're copying and pasting this here. Okay, so it looks like load file. Oh, and we have stuff for that now. Okay, so let's put it in and then we'll make it the same. Geometry shader, fragment shader, tessellation control. To be honest, I am not that familiar with the tessellation control and evaluation shader, so this will be a huge learning thing for me. Handle shader, okay, cool. So what are we doing with, what is that handle shader function? Okay, right here. Shader file 012. Oh, so it does have for tessellation control, tessellation evaluation, so shader type, but it's not defined. Oh, it is defined in here. Test control, test eval. Okay, perfect. 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 So geometry shader, test control shader. Okay, so we want to do exactly like here. Button load 2, vertex. Okay, so is the vertex shader button load 1? Okay. So what is this one? Button load, load file 3. Oh, so I just changed it to load instead of all that load stuff. So let's just copy what the geometry shader has here. Down here. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to use that. So we're going to change this to load 3, save 3, update 3. Okay. So this is going to be test control. And then we're going to change the file name. Test control. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, and it's right there. This is the tessellation control file name that we will send it input text because it's going to populate that field. Alright, I hate it when Visual Studio does that. I don't like that, but we're good. Okay. Dislike that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Tessellation evaluation shader. Okay, so I think that's good for the tessellation control shader. And then so then let's just copy this now for the tessellation evaluation shader here. Sorry for humming. I know it's annoying. Sorry. It's just cool music and stuff. save is going to be 4. That's a button label, button label. Okay, then we got tessellation, just E instead of C right there. Load and save. All right. Boom. Okay. So now the thing, in order to get this to work, what I'm going to do first of all, I'm just going to get the tessellation to work, and then we will possibly we will definitely have a switch back and forth, but we might keep it in this mode for the next update, and then the next update will be having a button to switch back and forth, because that might be a little bit depending. Well, I think we'll be able to know from the previous version and this version what we'll have to do. So we're going to up the version. And in order to draw a tessellation, we need to change this. I don't think I need to do anything different. Where was my main first tessellation? No. I think it's in cleanup. There it is. Whoops. Okay, so for this one to work, we just hard-coded 3 vertices. And then, okay, so we skipped geometry shader, but layout vertices equals 3 out. Vertex shader, tessellation control, evaluation fragment shader, link shaders, check for errors via. Okay, so polygon mode, front and back GL line. That looks like the only OpenGL setting that I do. Okay, so this is it. There's no data. We just call GL patches 3. That's it. Sorry. Maybe I should start a new chat, but I think this will be fine. Let's just see. So, I know. Okay, We'll see what it does. See what it does there. I have no idea what's going on here. To create a minimal example, with GL patches to demonstrate the use of tessellation control and value range, log on the vertex, geometry, and fragment shader. You'll need to set up each of these shader stages, make the appropriate OpenGL calls. Here's a breakdown of the process. Perfect. Okay. It's going to walk me through it, which is fine. First, ensure your OpenGL context is, correctly initialized, since you mentioned, we have everything set up. We'll focus on the relevant parts for tessellation. Tesselation and drawing. What is with hiccups? All of a sudden. Set up the vertex array buffer, or vertex buffer object, assuming you're using a simple triangle. We don't need to do that, really, but we could use that. That's fine. Vertex buffer. I think I actually want to do this. This would be fine. It looks like it's really simple. I may not do that though. I might just hard code everything in the vertex shader and bum. You'll need to compile and link your shaders. I'll provide minimal examples for each stage. Oh. Bum. Okay, so this is just a pass-through shader for the geometry shader. And then just, okay. Okay, this looks like... Okay, I don't really need to do anything else. Okay, the question is, do I want to do this? I know, I'm too nice to the chat GPT. I always say please and stuff like that. Yes, if you hard code the vertex positions directly in your vertex shader, you don't need a vertex buffer object. This approach simplifies your setup as you won't have to send vertex data from your application to the GPU. Instead, you define the vertices directly in the shader code. Here's how you can modify the vertex shader to include hard-coded positions. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just muting during my humming so that it doesn't annoy people. So let's close this down. Because what we want to do next is draw the patches here. So, we have all these, we have this stuff, which we're going to change the name of those if this works, and we'll just get a brand new set. So basically we're just going to draw the patches. which is what we did before with points, but we're going to draw 3 patches, 3 vertices in the patch. Okay, I'm just going to leave that commented out because it's really just one line and it reminds me of what was there before. So we don't need to really do anything else. That's it. Everything else can take place inside the editor because it's just init VAO VBO, but that's not, there's no VBO. I'll just show everybody again because maybe it's been a few streams since we've seen it. So the VAO VBO position color, it's ready with all this, but we don't use this. For what we're going to do here, we're not going to use this, but we can use it. So I'm just going to leave this set up the way it is with a bunch of stuff, and then the data that's initialized is going to be this, but what I'm going to do is override the input data, or not override it, but just ignore it basically. And I'll show you that. So we're going to draw patches. So I'm kind of curious now. I think the only other thing I did was in the Ultimate Shader. Yeah, we didn't attach the shaders, so I commented those out. So we're going to put those back. And now they're going to be attached to the shader, and when the shader it gets linked right here. Because they are compiled. Previously they were compiled, but they were not attached. So that's the only difference. We're going to be attaching the shaders, right? And then we're going to link the program. And then we're going to check for errors just like before. So we're really not doing anything, okay? Weird. Okay. Okay, so TC, TE, and then here, that's fine. I don't think there's anything else I did to those shaders, because they get loaded and compiled. They just weren't attached, and then the attachment will now happen before the link, which is where they get linked all together. Okay. So let's go ahead and save this as 5, since I've uncommented those lines and attached them. And then when we go back up here, we need to include that. And then let's run it. I don't expect to see anything though, because it doesn't make sense, right? Okay, so that's fine. At least there's no compilation errors and there's no other errors besides, right? Squiggly, is that going to go away? Okay, as soon as I saved. So, oh, right, so everything now takes place inside the, and did we get the vertex, or did we get the shaders over here? So we have Tesselation control shader now, and we have the Tesselation evaluation shader there. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go Ultimate Shader Toy. That's going to be UST. Let's call it UST, and we'll say 01. Okay. So we're going to modify this, but we're going to save it for now. Go back up here. Wait a minute. Could I borrow you? Okay, thanks. Go back up here. So we can see UST01, put it right in there. Save that. Go back up here, 2 more. UST01, paste. Oops. Save. UST01. Save. Okay. Then we're going to go here with a vertex shader, UST01, and save. Okay. Now let's go back out. Make sure that all those are saved. I just want to double check my saving. Okay, they all saved, it looks like correctly. So let's update this. And then compile and run, make sure it loads those. Perfect. Okay. So the vertex shader, we're going to leave everything else and just go like this. Vec3 vertices 3 equals vec3 3. Okay. So how did that look before? Const vec4 vertices. Oh, it just wasn't specifying the number. Okay, it's just like an open-ended array. That's cool. Okay. So let's go into the vertex shader. Let's leave all the ins and outs and the uniforms in place. Size VID equals vertex ID.
01. Those should be curly braces.
What should be curly braces? Color, miscellaneous border color, position. Okay, so I think we can safely put it right here. Not vec3 that, but that. Oh, is that going to give me an error? So let's go ahead and click out of there, save that. Let's update. Whoa. Let's ask ChatGPT what that error means, because I'm not sure if it's my graphics hardware or if it's just because I'm not done with the shaders properly yet.
Infinite Coder 01. Oh, wait, no. Those should be.
Yeah, because we're in GLSL.
Encoder 01, which is surprising to me.
Well, I guess we both learned something about GLSL, because I didn't know that either. The error message you're seeing, error C7, okay, indicates a compatibility issue related to use of geometry shader and GLSL. This error usually arises due to one of the following reasons: GLSL version mismatch. Alright, well, let's continue to update the GLSL shader. To resolve this issue, you should consider the following steps. Ensure that you're using GLSL supports geometry shaders natively. Oh, okay. Well, let's go back and continue with the geometry shader code. I think it's because of the layout here, so let's put that in. Because I think with the geometry shader we completely override all this code. Oh no, we do leave the ins and the outs there, so let's copy a little bit at a time here. Whoops, where are we at? So we're going to copy just the in part, the layout. Okay. Save that for now. Just out of curiosity, let me update that and see if we still get the same error. Let's see, here. Let's get another update. Here, so we're still getting that error, okay. But we are in version 4.3.0, so we might actually have to use that.
You need an extension.
Apparently. That's new to me, but let's see. So void main, we're just going to do a pass-through geometry shader. We're going to go like this. We're going to keep all the variables like this, though. We're not going to use any of the variables. Do I want to do this? Actually, the only thing that the pass-through shader does that's different is going to be this right here. So let's see if we can keep everything else. So F-color, border, miscellaneous, point size, start. We don't need start, so let's just overwrite the position. Let's keep that like that. Oops. Let's put emit vertex on the next line. I was going to look for that next. Okay. So let's save that and then update that again. Yeah, we're still getting the same error. So let's see if that extension thing is what we need, which So it says if you're required to work with an older version of GLSL that doesn't natively support geometry shaders, which isn't the case, you can enable the necessary extension by adding the following line at the top of your geometry shader. This line tells the GLSL compiler that your shader is using the features from that. It should be at the top of the shader file before any other code. Alright. Save it. Update. Now we're getting all kind of stuff. Geometry info. The version directive must be the first statement and may not be repeated. Okay, that looks better. So it's still saying that the tessellation evaluation shader, geometry shaders require extension GLX. It's still saying that. So I'm surprised they didn't start with the word yes. I was just going to tab away as soon as I saw the word yes because I'm reasonable step next. Okay, so we're just going to go without the geometry shader. So what we're going to do with this one then is what we did previously with the tessellation shaders. So I think that when we toggle between tessellation and, so maybe that'll be the toggle, tessellation mode or geometry shader mode, which that's kind of crappy.
You're asking ChatGPT to confirm that you're giving up.
Giving up, yeah. No, this is just start. I'm just trying to initialize and get the tessellation shader to work, and so that's all I'm doing. I'm really not progressing further. This is just to get the tessellation shader to work, and I don't care if we have to wipe out everything. But in this case, we're just going to have to comment out the attachment of the, see, where am I at? The attachment of the shader for the geometry shader. Where am I at? Oh, I'm in here. So we're just going to not attach the geometry shader. We're still going to leave it in the GUI. Actually, we should take it out of the GUI since it's not going to be attached. Let's go to show GUI. And let's just, and I'm not going to delete it, I'm just going to comment everything out here. So we'll leave everything else as is, we're just going to comment that out. Like that. So, and the only reason we're doing that is, to create errors really. Run the last successful build, no. What's wrong? Intermediate directory contains files. Oh, duh, because it's running. Thank you. Okay, it looks like we still have errors now. So operation failed, error shader compression of type geometry. Wait, but we're not using the geometry shader. What did I just do? See, which one is this? 10, okay. And 10 uses 5. Okay, so did I do that in 5? I did not attach the geometry shader. Wait, is that the error that I get from... I thought that was the error of the tessellation shader giving me that. Do we have to leave out the compilation of the geometry shader? I'm confused. Oh, it is the compilation of the geometry shader. Alright, hold on, let me put it back. I kind of am not sure if I need to emit that or not, or comment that out or not. Let's leave it there. Let's go back into here. Where's that chunk that's commented out? Show GUI. Now I'm not convinced that the error is a legit error. Did we lose music? Did we finish all the way through it? Okay, let's go to the full here and open that music finally. So now if I hear anything that's my favorite, that I want to be my new favorite, I'm going to be adding that to that directory. So okay, so let's take a look. So we have the geometry shader back. Let's recompile and see what we are doing here. Okay, so the first thing is the compilation of the geometry shader. It says the version directive must be the first statement. Oh, did I not save it? I thought I saved it as with that. Okay, click out, save, update. Okay, error compilation of shader program here. So why is it still giving that? I don't know. Let's go back out and see if it saved it. It's not saving it. So okay, oh, is this why the tessellation evaluation shader is empty? That's probably why. Hold up. Maybe that's just a glitch in the compilation. So this is all we need for the tessellation control shader. But we're sending out some variables here. I know, I'm kind of complicating things by trying to include extra variables, but if that doesn't work, we will take out the extra variables. So let's see. And now we're going to the tessellation control shader. So this stuff needs to be TC, 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 okay? So the color, border color, and miscellaneous all need to be TC. And then when we do the output here, this needs to be TC, TC, TC. FID is also going out. I didn't see that in the list here. Out float FID. My apologies. It is. But we're going to make it's going to be TC ID, right? So in, out. Okay, TC ID. So that will be proper then, because that can totally ruin compilation. So pop, 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 pop. Okay, so I hope that saves. And then update. I just want to look at it again. I'm sure it's going to show undefined variable FID. We're getting a different, and it's in line 20. So here, so geometry shader, undefined variable, tessellation shader. Okay, so let's keep going with the. So where is the FID actually? Oh, here's the FID that it's talking about. Right there. Okay, save, update. Not that I'm confident that it's saving, but... Okay, so here, now we're just getting the tessellation evaluation shader error. The geometry shader looks good. So the tessellation control shader, pass through. We have those levels. These are all 3. That's fine. So TE, and this is all set up like before. So in TC color, TC border color, okay, so we're also taking in a float, which is the TC ID. And then we're going to out the float, TC ID, TE ID, because it's going to the tessellation evaluation shader. And we're going to set that up here. Pass through the vertex attributes, TE ID equals TC ID, and it's going to be GL underscore invocation ID right there. Okay, and then that should work. So let's go here, save and update. So where was last here? Shader compilation, tessellation control 20, assignment of incompatible types, incompatible options for link. Okay, line 20. Line numbers would be good. Oh, TEID. Oh, because we're not specifying the GL invocation ID. There we go. Save, update. Okay, so here to here, now we just have the tessellation evaluation, which is empty, and I didn't expect it to be empty because I had one in there before. So let's load the last one. So what I was looking for was... I guess it would show me in here. No, or I want to look at, whoops, go back to there. 9, I think. Space Station 4.te. Let's just open that here. Space Station 4.te. I can't type. So this is the tessellation evaluation out to the fragment shader. Okay, this is what we want. Save. Okay, so the only thing that we're missing here would be in float TEID. And then we're going to go out float FID. Like that. And then GL test chord is a vector 3 connect. Okay, all this. Okay, so then we're going to go. Let's just pass it through. I don't even know. TEID 0. I don't know if that's right or not. It appears like it might be. So compilation syntax error, unexpected reserved word float, expecting that. on line 8. Oh. Here, okay, syntax error, sort of same thing. Undefined variable TEID. Oh, because I called it an int. So here, no errors. The other error is now gone for the geometry shader, so it was freaking me out for no reason. So did I... And it's attached and everything, okay. Okay, fragment shader. And the fragment shader didn't give any errors. We're going to leave all this code, and all we're going to do is okay, and we're not seeing anything. Are we getting any errors? No errors there. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Because if they didn't save, I'm toast. Let's reload and see what the shaders look like. Yeah, now we're getting errors. I should have made sure to save all that, because the saving is kind of an issue at the moment, but let's see what we got. Line 20, Tesselation control, incompatible types. Which is where I left this out last time, so. Okay, so where was the last here? Here. Okay, so geometry shader 20, undefined variable FID. Okay, that's, yeah, see, they're not updating, so line 20, it was actually out float. Actually, it was right here. So this is going to be TCID, or no? VID. What did I put before? But doesn't that have to be VID sub-0? Okay. So let's save this geometry shader. Or actually, can we do this? Can we do this? Save it as 2. Okay, it looks like it saved it. And then we just need to change the name of the one that we load. For the geometry shader, we're going to load 2. I should go put my bread in the oven. Okay, then we'll do an update, see what we got. Here. Okay, tessellation, evaluation, same thing. Syntax error, unexpected word, float. So, evaluation shader. Okay, this one, just to make sure, we'll save it as 2 for the tessellation control shader before we move on. And then this one was the in, and then line 20 was this, which I did update there. Okay. Save that as 2. Save. Update. Okay, so now we're not getting any errors, but we're not getting anything drawn on the screen. And then what did I update? 2. So these are both 2. Let's close the program. Reload, make sure that we can compile, update or whatever and not get any errors. Okay, looks like there were some errors. Okay, geometry. Okay. So this is 2. And did it save? What was the error? This is the same error, so okay. Let's leave that open for a second. Let's open ust2.js. What? Notepad? Too bright. Okay, so that's the geometry shader, tessellation, evaluation.
Adventures. How cool.
Oh, hey, Faith's Adventures. How are you doing? It's repeated failure, but we're getting there. We're not to the show-off point yet, but it's going to be cool. Syntax error, unexpected reserved word, float. So that's 8 and 23 in tessellation, evaluation. So let's load that, ust2.te.
Infinite Coder 01. Hello Faiths.
Same error. And then it redirects me to Notepad.
Faith's Adventures. Hi hun.
TE color, TE ID. Sorry for the bright. Alright. TE color, TE ID. Oh, this was the problem with the int. Okay, save that. I think that was the only problem. Okay. Tessellation, evaluation, float. And so,
Infinite Coder 01. You don't even use TEID.
oh, and this one that's because I have to in float TEID there, and then I have to out float FID. Okay. Oh wait, Space Station 4? That's not the one I was... That's not the file that I loaded. Oh, because I was working in Notepad. Oh my god, so confused. Open with Notepad. So confused. What did I do? What did I just do? Alright, I don't know if I fixed it all by manually saving everything, and I messed that one up. So that, it might be too much coffee, is what's going on here. Okay, we didn't get any errors, but we're not getting anything on screen. So then why not? So maybe we should take out all of the extra variables and stuff. But I don't know. Hey Faith, so what brings you to the stream? Oh, I'm gonna go grab some orange juice. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, had to put my bread in the oven. Grab some orange juice. Oh, Russell Hurricane followed you. Oh, thanks for the follow. Okay, so what happened? Since we tried these, and they just don't draw anything on the screen. When it should actually be 3 patches. I wonder if it's actually init data, because we do init some data here. See this here? But the vertex shader does. Let's load up stuff here. So 1 position. Oh wait, see? Okay. So there's a saving issue, because this is not the hard coded. All right. Okay, let's just back up just a second here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Here. Okay. So UST01VS. Let's load that. Okay, so in here what we wanted to do, now we have to start all over. Because what happened was some kind of a file saving error after I updated the vertex shader. So what we're doing is not there. Right here. Okay, so we're going to leave this part alone, because that's good. We're going to put, we're going to put this in main. Everything else is going to stay the same, and we're just going to replace this. We're going to keep all those other variables in there, because that works. Okay, UST01.vs. Okay. We're just going to do one shader at a time. Whoops. I think I just refreshed that. That's fine. Okay, UST01, let's look, see. Okay, so now it's in there. Do we have any errors? No errors still. But we're not getting anything on screen. Okay, so let's look at what we've got here. In triangles, triangle strip. Okay, color, in float VID, out TC. Okay. VID 0. So this one looks like it's loading correctly. TC, okay, layout vertices, in TC color, all this. Out all that, okay, TE color, all this, TEID. Okay, these are all 3, that's fine. In TE color bordered, all this float, that looks like it's loading correctly now, because it's my corrected. FID is the out float, okay, TEID 0. Okay, and then here in all these things here, and then what happened down here. Okay, so the only thing that didn't load was this, which makes sense why we wouldn't see anything, and it's UST01FS. so let's go look at that. UST01FS. What we're going to do with this one is just change the very last part. And delete all of this for now. Okay, so I'm not sure why we're not seeing anything drawn, but color equals vec4. Okay. Don't think that matters. Do we have to have this in there? Indicate 3 vertices per patch? I don't remember putting that in there. No errors. No errors, but nothing drawn on screen. So, let's see. So the reason I'm asking ChatGPT is because I do have an option, and it's a lot of work, and I don't want to do it, but I will do it unless ChatGPT has a more expedient suggestion, something that would help. When you have all shaders compiling correctly in an OpenGL program, but nothing is displayed on screen, it usually points to issues elsewhere in your rendering pipeline. Here's some steps and checks to help diagnose and fix the problem. Clear the color and depth buffers. Wait, that's... Color and depth buffers. Okay, that's check. Even if individual shaders compile without errors, there might be issues in linking them into a shader program. Check for linking errors after attaching your shaders. We do that. check compile errors here. Because these check with these parameters, it checks per each shader, and then with program it checks the whole link to make sure that the link doesn't have any errors. So that's checked. Review the OpenGL state. Is the state machine's current state evidence is rendering? Sure the necessary state is enabled or disabled. Depth testing, face calling. The only other thing that I had in this program was polygon mode, and maybe we should enable that. That could be the only thing. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of after going through this, and we just need to put it in here. We'll try that real quick. No. These are all centered around 0 too, so this should be absolutely right in the center of the screen. And there should be tessellation. It should be a tessellated triangle is what I should be seeing, so. Oops, where am I at? Validate shader program. Link your shaders valid to the program. GL validate program. This can catch issues. Might not be able to do shader coupling linking. If you're using vertex attributes, even if the vertices are hard-coded, make sure they are correctly set up and enabled. Vertex attributes. If using camera and projection matrices or not, since using tessellation shaders, ensure that the tessellation parameters are set correctly and match what your tessellation shaders expect. Okay. Or what the tessellation shaders expect? Layout vertices equals 3 out. Layout triangles equals spacing counterclockwise in. I think that's a minimal setup, so. Ensure your draw call is correct for the type of primitives. For tessellated shaders, you need to use GL draw areas with GL patches. GL draw areas, GL patches. Check for OpenGL errors. Use GL get error to check for OpenGL rendering commands to provide hints. Fragments reaching the frame buffer. Ensure the fragments generated by the shader actually reaching the frame buffer, such as like incorrect blending, fragment being discarded. Debugging tools. Simplify. If you're stuck, simplify the shaders. Yep, that's what. Okay. So we're on this one, which is this is the one that I was thinking I need to do. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of work. Prepare yourselves, chat. So let's bump everything up to 3.
Infinite Coder 01, we're here. Infinite Coder 01, asterisk here.
Okay, so simplify means what I was trying to do initially from the beginning, so we're going to go like this. Let's leave that one up. We don't need that. Okay, so let's load. First we will load the vertex shader, UST01. Basically it means we don't need any of this. We don't need any of this. So none of this. And that. So we're just going to hard code the vertices, and that's it. And let's file save at number 3. Okay. Let's leave that open real quick. Okay, so next. Excuse me. So now we'll open UST02GS. Okay. So we're going to remove the geometry shader this time. So I'm not going to worry about updating that one. So let's go into here it was, and we're not going to attach the geometry shader. I'm going to leave it in the GUI, that's fine. So let's just leave it out of the attachment. Okay. So Tesselation control shader. Okay. So now we're just going to take out all this stuff. So which means we don't need any of this. It's just going to be that. We're going to save this as 3. Okay. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Alright, and then we're going to take these out. And then save that as 3. I can't type. There we go. Okay. And the final one, the fragment shader, is already simplified, but we will update it. Or wait, is it this one? Yeah. So this one we're going to leave out all these other functions. We're going to leave out everything. I think we're going to leave the uniform, and we're going to take out all this other stuff. Or wait, we need to leave out color. So we'll take out all the other stuff, and then we'll save it as 3. So in here we're going to load 3 of everything. We're not going to compile the geometry shader. That didn't take long. I thought that would take an hour. Oh. It worked. That's awesome. It works. Bingo. So cool. There you go, chat. Okay. Oh, we're gonna finish up making this work and stuff. I'm gonna end stream for now. This is a bonus stream, but I will stream later because I'm gonna put up some more videos.
Infinite Coder 01, Tesselation.
Yep, Tesselation. Yep. Okay, thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks everybody for coming in. Faiths, Russell, Infinite Coder. Great to see you every day. I'll be back later, but you're probably going to bed, so have a good night. It might be a few hours before I'm online, so that'll probably be the middle of your night again. But oh, maybe in 12 hours I'll be back on again before I go to bed, and then you'll see me in your morning tomorrow. Anyways, thanks very much, man. I'm glad I was at least able to figure that out. So now I'm just going to fine tune, and then I'll be streaming that later. But I got to get lunch figured out and do some shopping and figure out next couple of days food. And then we'll just, because I'm going to stream regular Wednesday, Thursday, Friday again in the morning for at least 4 hours. So got that planned. I want to try for 8 hours. So wish me luck on that. Maintaining productivity for 8 hours. I don't know if I could do that, but we'll see. Otherwise, thank you very much. Appreciate your presence and your comments, and your stream is really cool, dude. I want to see what happens, what you do with that. So stick with it and keep doing that, what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. All right. There we go. Bye-bye.